Hi! So, if you got to the very end of our last video about Toyota, really boring one, well done for a start, but also you will have heard me say that we've got a video of the Skoda Kamiq, don't know how you pronounce it yet, coming this week. Thankfully I'm not doing it, so we'll all find out how to pronounce it together. And so...
Kamiq. Skoda's small SUV.
Oh well.
Let's go get lost around Strasbourg.
Yeah, we've got Brady in Les Français at the moment, driving Skoda's very newest and very smallest crossover. It goes on sale in September, which means you're going to start seeing them on the road very soon. Prices should start at around 16.5 grand, which is about the going rate for one of these things, obviously, but it's a good 3 or 4 grand cheaper than Skoda's next biggest crossover, called the Kamiq. You probably know. No more blabbing on from me required. Here's Andy in the car. See you in a minute.
Another day, another Volkswagen Group SUV. Today it's the Skoda Kamiq, Skoda's small crossover to rival the likes of the Suzuki Vitara, Honda HR-V and of course the Seat Arona. It shares a platform with cars like the Volkswagen Polo, Skoda Scala and the Seat Arona. So that explains why it's so similar to the Arona. You might be rolling your eyes and asking why we need another small Volkswagen Group SUV. But that's because Skoda hasn't got a small SUV. The smallest it's got is the Kamiq, which is kind of medium-sized. So what are the advantages of a crossover SUV like this? You get really good visibility because you sit higher up, about 4 centimetres higher than you do in a Scala, for example. Of course, there's no surprises in a car like this. It's exactly as you'd expect from a Volkswagen Group crossover SUV. It all feels very nice inside. If you go searching for it, there's a few cheap plastics down here, but it's all generally very nice. As you'd expect from a car on the launch, this is quite a high spec one. You've got this sort of the big central touchscreen display here and a sort of virtual cockpit system here. Buyers get a choice of a 1 litre or a 1.5 petrol engine, as well as a 1.6 litre diesel. If you're a regular reader of HonestJohn.co.uk, you'll be aware that the 1.5 does have its issues, or at least it does in other Volkswagen Group cars. The good news is the 1 litre is a brilliant engine. It's really eager, it's good to drive, and 115 horsepower is plenty. You can also choose from a 5 or 6 speed manual gearbox or a 7-speed DSG Auto. This one's a 6-speed manual and it's perfectly nice in a typical Volkswagen Group way. Being a Skoda, there's loads of its simply clever features. You can get optional door protectors, for example, and even an ice scraper in the petrol filler cap. And of course, there's loads of little stowage areas as you'd want from a crossover SUV. You can get a 1.5 litre bottle in the door pocket, for example. So why should you buy this car over a Seat Arona? Well, we haven't tried them back to back, but it has got a very nice interior. There's loads of nice soft touch materials and it feels a bit more modern than the Arona. It doesn't really feel like a small crossover. It's big enough, there's plenty of space, there's a nice 400 litre boot and enough space in the back for kids as well. Of course, being a Skoda, it's not quite up to Volkswagen standards. We have noticed the occasional rattle, although Skoda would probably put that down to these being early production cars. Skoda says it's important that a car like this is fun to drive. Is it fun in a sort of driving enthusiast kind of way? No, it's not going to be fun around the bends. However, around town, that sort of high seating position and eager engine makes it quite enjoyable. Is this car exactly how you'd expect it to be? Yes, but that's not a bad thing. It's nice to drive, the interior is quite nice, it's practical. There's a lot to like about it. Okay, it's a little bit bland perhaps, but who cares?
So there you go, short and sweet. That's your first impression, but I will get one of these in at some point and make a few jokes about it. In the meantime, you can read our road test on this over at Honest John, I'll put a link below, and come back here on Friday for a review of the Toyota Supra, which I can already tell you is my favourite car so far in 2019, and that includes the Alpine. So I'll see you soon, bye!